Alright guys, we got us a little pot roasted teal going here. You can see that I'm browning them real good and just got a tad bit of butter in here, mainly oil. I got the gizzards in there. Everything's getting all happy, browned up. That's your first step. We're going to let these go a few more minutes, then we're going to take them off, set them aside. 3 onions, and about a half a stalk of celery. We put our little trinity in here, and for the last little bit is the garlic. Of course, we don't ever measure anything down here, but I'd say that'll probably do it. Let that sweat down, get going good. We want those onions to caramelize before we put the meat back in the pot. So we'll get that going. By the way, I did season those teal up just a little bit with some Cajun seasoning. Not too much, because I got another little trick up my sleeve here in a minute that's going to add a bunch of more flavor. Y'all hold loose. Looks like they're getting almost ready now here. What I'm going to do is I've got a little bit of pork and venison smoked sausage that's done up pretty spicy from a butcher down there in South Louisiana. I get all my deer processed into. Add a little bit of sausage, and that's in itself gives it pretty much enough seasoning. I know it looks like a lot of onions. Believe me, they're going to cook down real nice though. Alrighty, everything's almost ready. What we're going to do now is add our teal back in. I like to put them breast side down initially. That way they all cook down real nice. Put the little golden nuggets back in. Add a little water. And all we're going to do, put the top on and let it go. Sit down and relax, have a drink, check it from time to time. I'm going to go mow the grass. We'll check back with it in a minute. Alright, we got it smelling good in here now. It's been, about 45 minutes. Got the front yard mowed. Oh yeah, we're doing good. I really didn't add a whole lot of water. You can see how it just made its own juice now. What we're going to do a little bit later on is add a little bit of roux to it, thicken it up, but it's still a little too early yet. These need to go, I'm guessing another hour and a half or so, just by the feel of them. So we're going to let them cook down some more. I'm going to taste the juice just a little bit. I don't ever like to season anything until it's almost done, if you need any extra seasoning, because sometimes you reach a point when you're cooking stuff down like we're doing here, right towards the end, it tends to change flavor on you. So it's not quite as spicy as I want it to be yet, but it's still a little early. Cover it back up, let it go some more. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got. They're looking pretty good. I feel they're getting close. They're probably, let's see, after last time we opened the pot with first section, let them sit 45 minutes. It's been about right at about an hour now. They're almost done. They're going to go a little bit longer. The gravy's a little bit thin on me. But you can see all the goodies that are in there. That's going to go real nice over rice. I want to thicken it up just a tad. Last time I made some roux, I froze some of it. And I was pretty sure we were going to need some, so I took some out of the freezer and let it thaw a little bit. It's still frozen in the middle. That might be a tad too much, but I can always add some water back to it. Last time I made roux, like I said, I had a little left over, so I froze it in a little baggie. Just throw it in the freezer, dump it in there, and it'll keep for a while. The big thing with roux, though, is that you have to have your pot boiling before it'll get to the thickness that you want. Yeah, that's still frozen there. We're going to let this, you can tell already it's starting to thicken up. Let it go a little bit longer. Tell you what, to be on the safe side, you can tell that it's thawed out a little bit, and it's added some back to it. I'm going to take what's left over. Just let it sit. Oh, now see that right there? That's 1/3 of a gizzard. I take my gizzards. A lot of people think they're a pain to clean, but I cut that thing in thirds and discard what's in the middle. That's where the sack is and all the sand and all that other stuff. But that right there is pure golden. Golden goodness, I call it. Anyhow, I'm going to take that little bit of roux back out of it and let this go for a minute. I can always add a little bit more. But you can tell the difference in the color already. The difference in the thickness of the gravy. You can even smell it. Ooh, it smells good. So anyhow, let that go a little bit longer. Stir it all in there. Get it all over in there. We're going to let it go, I don't know, another 20-30 minutes. And we'll check back and let you see the progress. The magic's starting to happen. Next time we check it, we'll do a little taste test. And I'm sure we'll have to add just a touch just to get it perfect. Check back with you in a minute. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we're looking good. You can tell that gravy's done thickened up a little bit. Oops, skin's starting to bust off of that one. you know they're tender. So I always like to taste the gravy first. See what we got. I've got a variety of different Cajun type seasonings. These are some ones I use regular, but I can tell already it needs a lot more salt. These are a couple of others. That's not going to work for me. Little Kirschners, I love that on steak for sure. I'm going to put a little Hackett's in here just because I know the flavor of what it does. The heat's okay because of the sausage that I got in there, and it's going to take a little bit of salt. Salt isn't quite just right. Give it just a little salt, and we should be good there as far as the seasonings go. Give it a quick little stir. Try not to bust everything up. They are tender now. Woo! Real tender. All the other little goodies in the bottom of the pot. These gonna be good, boys. Now what I like to do, I'm gonna shut the fire off. Got my rice cooked already. Take my green onions, I'm gonna sprinkle on there. Let them sweat, give them a little color. And I'm just going to let this pot sit for about 5-10 minutes or so. And have me a drink. And I'd say we're going to be ready to eat in about that long. Alright guys, this is the finished dish. Got a little sausage in there. Looks like we got a little gizzard on the side over there. It looks good. It smells even better. I'm ready. We'll catch you next time. C'est bon. How's it look, baby?
Looks wonderful.
After a long day of work. Look, I've been working in the kitchen all day.
I can tell. This looks great. Well,
You got the gizzard.
That's the best part.
It is, ain't it?
That is the best part.
I like gizzard. Is it tender? Look. Oh. Look at that.
Yep.
One of them was falling off the bone when I was doing the video. Really. Teal is my favorite though.
Mine too. Favorite to shoot, favorite to eat. Yeah.
That'll work.